power rule, and we have to rewrite it to be able to do it. Now, the key to remember here is that when we do the power rule, that we need x to be in the numerator. We can't have anything else around it at this time, and we need to see the exponent clearly. So in this case, we can see that x is in the denominator. So it's kind of trapped in the denominator. So how would we move it up top? Well, we just did a problem like this in the last set. Negative exponents flip the fraction, or negative exponents move things from top to bottom or bottom to top. So all I do is I would say that this is equal to x to the -3, and that moves it up top. And now we should be okay. Oh, and look what we have here. We have a value inside there. That's the first time we're seeing a value in there. So we're going to evaluate it at 3. So first we needed to go ahead and find out what g prime is of x. All right. So if this is, I'll just write it up here. If g sub x is equal to x to the -3, the exponent moves out front, -3 out front, x, -3 minus 1 equals -3x to the -4. All right. And then I would just go ahead and rewrite it so we can see it a little bit better. The negative exponent moves the x on the bottom, right? That's our g prime of x. And then they want g prime of 3, which means we just plug 3 in for x. That would be -3 still on top over 3 to the 4th. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So I get -3 over 81. And one of the few tricks I remember from it was like a trick math class or something. I forget even what it was called. But if you can add the digits and it's divisible by 3, then the number itself is divisible by 3. So 8 plus 1 is 9. So 3 goes into it. So how many times does 3 go into 81? 27 times. So the answer is -1 over 27 is what I get. That's our g prime of 3. Yes, okay, thank you. A simplified proper fraction like 3/5. Okay, so yeah, what they're saying here is that now in math, it's really important that we don't want mixed numbers. We want improper fractions are okay, mixed numbers are not okay. So yes, fine. -1 divided by 27. Great work. Yes, thank you. Next one. All right, this one's the same. So let's see if we can't get a different one. So this would be the same as just different setup, d dx of, I'm going to change x, change this, flip it over there. So that'd be x to the -9, move it up top. This is equal to, exponent moves out front. The exponent gets subtracted by 1. Move it to the bottom. And yeah, we're not evaluating for anything. Good. I was worried about 10th power. Yuck, whatever the hell. If we had to put a number in there, it'd be tough. -9 divided by x to the 10th. There we go. I was looking for one of these. Square root. So I just talked about this. It's good I did because they are related. We do see a lot of these in that type of format. And how would we rewrite this to see the exponent? X to what power? 1/2 power. Remember, square root is the same thing as having that 2 there. We just usually don't put it because we see it so much. But having a 2 in there is the same, and whatever type of root you have is on the bottom of your fraction in the exponent. So then we'd say f prime of x is equal to exponent moves out front. Got to be careful with all my dashes now. Exponent moves out front. X to the 1/2 minus 1. And as you start doing these, you know, in my head, I think, oh, I'm already going to put this in 2/2 form. But that's okay. Just go ahead and take your time on these. You don't want to make any mistakes on your fraction or your arithmetic. Doing calculus, it's really easy to make a mistake with adding or subtracting fractions sometimes. All right, so this is 1 minus 2/2, and this is negative 1/2. All right, so all this turns into 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. This is equal to, I don't want to confuse anyone, so I'll be nice about it. So a number times a fraction just moves to the top, and the negative exponents flip it. So 1/2x to the 1/2, and my original rule of always giving them an answer like the problem. So 2 square root x. Okay, 1/2 power means radical x, and then that's what kind of problem they gave us. So I'll be distraught if they wanted this, but I gave them that. So those rules of math, you know, those unspoken rules of math. 1 divided by 2 square root x is what they should accept. All right. All right, so the rest of them should be similar like that. Let me know if you are having any issues.